Hey Libra, welcome to the Luce Lemire channel. I am your host, Luce Lemire. Welcome to your guidance reading. Typically after you get your tarot readings, then you come to the Luce Lemire channel to see what your guidance is for your highest good on how to deal with what your reader said is gonna happen this month, or whatever you believe is gonna happen, or whatever you think is going on. Um, I do guidance readings because I use oracle cards. In any case, um, let's figure out what your guidance is for this month. This is a general reading. There will be a love reading. There will be There will be a love reading. There will be a money reading, abundance, career type reading as well. So if you're new to the channel, you might want to subscribe to be notified of those readings when they come out. Otherwise, this is a general reading. And if you'd like to book your own private reading, there is information for that in the description box below. If this does not resonate, then there's so many other readers, and I hope your message finds you. If it doesn't resonate, then cool. I hope you take it and trust your own judgment on how to best move forward. May I please have guidance to access to guidance for Libra for September 2018, please? General guidance for Libra, please. That's it, Libra. Just move slowly, girl. Or sir. Yeah, there might be some frustration, some sadness in September surrounding whatever you thought. This is actually the second time, I'm not gonna lie, the second time I'm doing this reading, a bunch of cards came out and I was just like, what? So either something happens in September, or you're coming from a sense of frustration and sadness and just something to that effect. We'll see what comes up now, but it's so far it's looking like move really slow, extra slow. Don't push for anything to pop off. Don't push for anything to happen. Just move slowly in any whatever situation. This might be this might be for you. Yeah, there's a situation that you may have to leave, or even some chaos that you might be leaving. So you might be coming in with those feelings that I was mentioning, the frustration, the sadness in September, but perhaps in September you will be leaving them. You will be entering into this sort of new phase, and take your time leaving, right? Take your time, not take your time as in purposely, but like move, be easy on yourself. Like move, know that you are moving, and know that you are moving. It might be slowly, but you are moving through this situation, whatever it is. Yeah, moving too quickly or pushing things impulsively, it's not the time for that. It's about slowing down and being applying some brakes and taking the time to restore your own power back, especially after whatever chaos is happening around you or will be happening around you sometime during September, or just, the general theme of the month. Know that your higher power will be with you. Your higher power is with you. And also, ask yourself, what is your higher power as you're moving through this chaos, as you're leaving this situation, whatever situation you're leaving. What is your higher power, and what are you hoping to see on the other side of that door, at the beginning of this new phase for you. I really quite like chaos and conflict and protection, so I'm going to read that to you. This is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there's a kind of divine order, a complete resorting of elements. This is powerful. If your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirred up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You'll discover everything you need to know about how the situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of the chaos. This moment is valuable. Don't waste it. So I feel like whatever the situation is, you will be leaving it as time to go is here, which is nice. That's interesting. And it might not feel serendipitous, but it could be. As in it is, but it might take you through some of the trenches of serendipity. How even when it kind of seems like one thing leads to another and things are just kind of like tumbling down, it breaking apart, it's a weird kind of serendipity. It's taking you to a certain place that you need to be. It's just there's also the serendipity where things are just going in the flow, where you need a pencil and there a pencil is, where you need a pen and there a pen is, or you need a paper and there it is, and all of a sudden this breadcrumb trail leads you to whatever situation that might be. So it feels like this month there's this either entering into this breaking to rebuild, entering into this one thing leads to another, into a serendipitous movement, something that is supposed to be is actually an infect for you. Whoa. They're like, you wanted to be clear, I'm gonna make it clear. This is about you releasing. This is about you leaving. This is about you moving through things and breaking what isn't working, right? The reverse of this, because these came out kind of in a certain way, so I'm taking them both. But what it also is about you letting people and situations play their part. You not being the end all be all for a situation. You not being the one who has to dictate what happens. You not being the one who has to have the world rest on his shoulders, on your shoulders. You don't have to clean up everybody and their mama's mess. Like, you get to allow them to play their part. It is a great moment for renegotiation when shit hits the fan or when things are going on and you're leaving the situation. It's you saying, look, I'm gonna go handle mine, you handle your own. So there is, I'm not gonna lie, there is a sense of sadness and heaviness here. I'm a Libra too, so I'm just like, come the fuck on, really? So you get the benefit of that. So if this doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate, but it does feel like this month there is gonna be some stuff that you'll be moving through that will quite possibly probably affect your mood in a way. Some sadness and some releasing of certain things, or you'll be entering the month with this. But this might be, again, something where whatever the situation is, where you're leaving with it, entering with it, or whatever it is for you, go slow, be easy, and just be. Find things that bring you joy and indulge in those, and know that it might be hard for you to let people clean their own shit up. It's funny because it is a moment for renegotiation. This is 2 plus 1 is 3. This is 33. So that's a nice little thing there. Let's look at building blocks. Let's see what that says. Yeah. The building blocks in reverse says, it's a very good message. I do feel like this for these two. I don't even know if this is a for some of you. Maybe it is a for some of you. Things will be moving serendipitously to build you up. But that is the same thing as things breaking apart serendipitously, but it doesn't feel like it's like, oh, serendipity, yay. It feels like, oh, come on, like one thing after another. But in order to build you up. So it's still serendipity. It's still something that is guided. It just doesn't feel as good. It's a breaking apart of things that need to be broken apart so you can leave the situation and build into something better. It's a breaking apart of foundations that are hard. If you're always someone who's there for people or whatever, this is you saying you clean up your own mess, right? You do what you need to do. I can't, being needed isn't always the best thing. So, reading Building Blocks and Protection, now is the time to address the cracks in the foundations of your life. Perhaps your values have changed and it's time to strengthen your convictions and let go of things that no longer serve the vision you have for your life. Or perhaps you choose to ignore the signs that a situation you have entered or an agreement you have entered into is not right for you. I feel like you will be leaving. Like, even if you haven't, that's the thing. Like, even if you are in this protection mode where you are checking the foundations and something isn't for you anymore, right? Breaking things apart. It is to build you into something better with this time to go card. You are leaving this situation. Now is the time for rigorous honesty, for your call to renovate and upgrade your consciousness. What a higher power. Okay. You'll be happy when you do. Um, so with the clean it up card, I want to read that for you as well. Is it possible you may be focusing too hard on other people right now, trying too hard to be helpful? Does taking on what belongs to others make you feel needed or desired? Perhaps you think it's your calling to relieve people of their burdens, but what is the cost to you and them? Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing him or her of responsibility. You're also not doing yourself any favors, and you just might be adding to an even greater strain. You're loved as you are. You don't need to be needed to be loved. So I feel like whatever situation this is for you, Libra, this month, it's about moving through it slowly. Um, I mean, this might have to do with romantic feelings, but this might be about certain feelings, right? Remove the word romance. This is about your feelings are real and worth exploring. So, if you've been feeling some sort of dissatisfaction in this situation, it might be time for you to take a break or move slowly through it and feel your way through it, because what you're feeling is valid. What you're feeling is real. What you're feeling is something that is meant to be examined and explored. Thank you. Explored so that you can break what's not working and build into what is working and move towards your higher power, which is in the center of this reading. So let's read that. It's my stomach. So with the higher power, what stands out to me is get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. So I feel like with that, it's also you not just cleaning it up for others, but also cleaning it up for yourself in a way of you leaving, but cleaning it up for others and you in terms of you releasing and allowing people to not dig their own graves, but allowing people to do what they're gonna do them, so you can explore what you need to explore as it relates to the situation. And this card wanted to come out, and that's strength. So you might need, obviously some strength to to move through the situation, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. What is perfection after all? There's that little bell. What is perfection after all? What? Just go easy, go slow, go steady. Take it, you're a human being, not always doing. So this month it might be about you exploring just being more, not always trying to rescue people or trying to do too much, but really go within yourself, because it seems like you have certain things going on around you that messing in other people's worlds might be taking you away. It's an excuse for you to not deal with what's going on in your own. There's a lot of number progressions here. Well, a couple anyway. There's 43, 45, and 44, all leading to time to go. So explore what you need to explore within yourself this month and let go of what you need to let go. And know that be gentle with yourself and take it, slow, steady, a step at a time, and feel your way through it. Because whatever you're feeling is valid for you as well. Okay? In whatever situation this is. remove that romantic feeling. This is just about like your feelings, exploring how you feel about certain things, okay? If this is about romance and it hit you about romance, cool. If it's not, this is after all general reading, and I will do the romance one sometime later. So yeah, I hope this was beneficial for you. If it was, leave me a comment and let me know. Leave a like so you can come back to it and remind yourself of what your guidance was for the month, going slow and steady during September. um, I don't think this is going to be necessarily an all around bad month. This just might be a situation that happens for you sometime during this month, or some energy that you are bringing into September. But whatever the case may be, the guidance is to move slowly and steadily, which is a really, really good guidance to just to be and not do so much. Which is funny because no, it's not funny. It actually makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, keep your light on, Libra, and I will see you next time. Okay? Bye. Good luck.